So important for startups to talk to their customers, but to also remember that it's a conversation, it's a dialogue. So pushing messages out is really great, but also listening to your customers is so important, particularly on social media. Customers really want to co-create, they want to collaborate. They love when you take on board feedback, so hugely important. So the first step for a startup is definitely to identify your customers and what their needs are. So, startups get so excited about their own product. Really, it's about stepping back and saying, what problem am I solving? What pain am I taking away? What value am I adding to my customers' lives? Who are they? What do they care about? Where do they hang out? So taking yourself out of it, stepping into your customer's shoes is the first step to take. Customer feedback, I think, is the single greatest factor that you're going to have in terms of really moving it forward. So to take an example, if you look at someone like Lululemon, they were a small startup in Canada, and all of their product innovation is all customer driven. So they sent a whole pile of samples out to yoga teachers and gym instructors, and it was their feedback based on that where they developed their product range. And because they had a number of champions and advocates, that's how they grew their marketing. They had very little kind of, what we would call above the line marketing. It was very much social media. It was very much placement marketing. And that's the power of being able to do that. If you really find people who love your brand, they will sell your brand for you. And so you have that engagement and discussion with them and develop products in conjunction with them. They will be so invested in what it is you do that they will become as passionate about your product as you are. So the three elements of any campaign is really difficult to kind of distill it down into three things. But for me, it's about customers, really knowing your customers, really understanding them. It's about connecting where they are at, and in a way that they can hear and understand and resonates. And it's about building community, a community of customers that are going to be your advocates. They're going to bring your product to a whole new level and out to a whole new bunch of customers again. So it's 3 C's: customers, connection, community. Okay, so an easy way to build community is really about listening to your customers. Listening is so much more important. It's about building a relationship, and when you can understand your customers' problems and their issues and what they care about, then you can not only develop a product that responds to that really effectively, but you can also frame your messages in ways that really resonate with those customers. And so they'll feel you understand you and you're engaged. And so really it's all about them, it's not about you. Absolutely crucial, particularly for startups. When you have really small marketing budgets, it's the most effective way to really build traction and sales in the market. And so the reality of it is as much as from a marketing point of view, as much as it's kind of disappointing, but people don't really believe us or the advertising, they believe each other. So when you have people who have bought your product and are real advocates and are passionate about what you do and make recommendations, they're the best sales force that you can have. They're the best marketing plan that you can have. So really being engaged with your customers, and the best way to do that is social, because they're connecting with one another, and being there and being part of their mix and their lifestyle is incredibly important and really effective and powerful as a marketing tool.